Trees swaying in the summer breeze, showing off their silver leaves as we walked by. Soft kisses on a summer's day, laughing all our cares away, just you and I.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Taylor if you are new here, and now that it is June, it is officially time to set the tone for summer. So today we are vibe curating, we are vision casting, we are checking in with ourselves to set ourselves up for the best rest of the summer that we can. I am a big fan of romanticizing your life, and that's kind of what today's video is going to be focusing on. This time last year, I listened to a What We Said podcast that was all about like creative directing your summer, and I just love that imagery. So we are being the creative directors of our own lives, and it's up to you to curate the vibes for each season of your life. I talked about this a little bit in my vision board video at the beginning of the year, but your brain can't actually distinguish between an imagined experience and a real experience, and so vision casting is a great way to kind of trick yourself into living the life that you want to live. So that's what we're doing today. We are curating our dream life, we are visualizing it so that our brains are kind of tricked into thinking that that's the life that we're already living, and we can do it nice and seamlessly for your dream summer life. So when we're doing this, the first thing that you need to do is really just visualize who it is that you want to be this summer. You want to think about who she is, what vibes she lives, what does she do every day, what types of things does she accomplish, how does she spend her days, what does she eat, what does she do. This really allows you to just start that romanticizing process and shifts your mindset into your new self so that you can start being that dream girl that you want to be. New season, new me, if you will. So I've come up with several different like categories of things to think through, and I'm gonna do it today myself, and then you can do it afterwards, of just like a couple different like categories of things that I want to do. So I'm going to think about like my ins and my outs for summer. I want to create a little summer bucket list. Within that, I want to do my summer reading list. I have a bunch of books that I want to read this summer, so I'll share those with you. I want to curate a little like mood board on Pinterest, maybe a little playlist. And I also want to kind of check in with the goals that I've set at the beginning of the year, just so I can kind of refocus and be really intentional with the rest of the year so that I can make sure I'm accomplishing everything that I want to accomplish by the end of the year. So grab yourself a little drinky drink, buckle in, get nice and cozy, and let's start curating our vibe for our dream summer. So starting with our ins and outs, one of my main ins for this summer is making my own matcha at home, and specifically a matcha lemonade. I love matcha. I think it is so good. It's definitely an acquired taste, I will give you that, but for a while I thought matcha tasted like grass. Now I really like it, but it definitely is just like a good source of caffeine. Not too crazy, so you aren't like feeling the crazy like high and crash that you sometimes get with coffee. It's a good antioxidant. And putting it in lemonade is just like a really fun, like summery way to do it. And also just like with the strawberry matcha trend that's going around right now, having a strawberry matcha lemonade is just like chef's kiss. I feel like also making your matcha at home helps you just like kind of romanticize your life a little bit more. It's fun to like create your own drink and add fun syrups and decide like what little cup you want to put your drinks in and that kind of stuff. And so romanticizing your life is also very much one of my ins. I want to do some more like at-home happy hours this summer. I think we just kind of redid our patio, and I think it would be really cute to just kind of do little like snack plates and fun at home drinks and that kind of thing to enjoy the summer weather at home. Fun little hack, I have been going to Wendy's and getting their strawberry lemonade and using it as the base for my matcha lemonades, and it is so good. Eventually I probably should start making this at home because I know that this has just got to be packed with sugar, but it is delicious. I am trying to spend as much of my summer by the pool as I possibly can. We don't have a pool, so that could be difficult, but I'm at my best self when I am like reading next to the pool, getting the sunlight. So that's what I'm looking for this summer. It just started pouring, which is not great for a summer video, but very indicative of the June gloom that seems to happen every year. Got my little matcha lemonade. It's very delicious, very good. On the ins and outs for drinks, I want it to be a pina colada summer. I have not liked coconut up to this point, but I have decided recently that I'm getting on the train. I still don't like the texture of real coconut, but like the flavor, the smell, I'm getting into it. I want to be like really doing consistent movement. I've started doing Pilates more frequently, and when I'm not traveling, I'm trying to do that consistently. I just want to be like moving my body more. Good for your health, good for my mental health, good for my physical health. Move your body. That is an in for the summer. Maybe that's just like an in for life. But next I want to talk about my fashion ins. I love summer fashion. I love fashion in general. I like to be a trendy girl, so definitely some trends that I want to hop on this summer, starting with the colorful boxer trend. I think this is so cute. It's such a fun way to just like be comfy but elevate your look a little bit. I'm actually doing it right now. I've got on this like Atlanta t-shirt. It's from the Olympics, and then just like my little boxer shorts with it. I think it's just the comfiest, coziest, cutest little trend, and so I would highly suggest that you also try it if you're interested in it. I feel like it's a low risk kind of fashion statement right now. I have got several pairs linked on my Amazon storefront that I can link down below for you guys. I love them, and anywhere you can get your hands on them, I would suggest checking them out. I've gotten several pairs from Target, several pairs from Old Navy, on Amazon, like I said, so make sure to check those out. And with your boxer shorts, I feel like a colorful sneaker is so fun. Colorful sneakers are definitely an in for this summer. Whether it be the Adidas ones, there's some Puma ones that are really cute, some Alohas that are really cute. Like, there are lots of different styles and brands that are big, but a colorful sneaker is an easy way to amp up your outfit, take a just like mundane, boring outfit and give it a little life, a little zest. I love leopard print right now. Leopard print is going to be all over my summer wardrobe. I think that's a very cool girl, little chic thing to add into your outfits, whether it be shirts, skirts, phone cases, purses, shoes, whatever you can get. I just got this little leopard print belt that I thrifted. I like the look of a just like white tank and then the flowy skirts. I think that's a really fun, like casual but elevated look. You can dress it up, you can dress it down with sneakers, you can wear it to the beach, you can wear it to the park, you can wear it to dinner. Like, it is a very all-encompassing outfit that I think would be really fun to add to a summer wardrobe. Lace bottoms are my next summer in. I think lace shorts, lace skirts, short and long, lace pants. I've seen lots of fun lace things, whether it be colored lace or just white lace. You can style this a lot of different ways, but because it is lace, it is just kind of like a dainty, girly piece, but also nice for the summer because it is nice and breezy. And my final fashion in, there are a lot, but specifically that I want to talk about in this video is mismatched nails. I think there are so many fun summer nail trends going on right now, but they all have something in common. I feel like that they are mismatched, whether it's fun, colorful, different color on every nail, different pattern on every nail, just kind of a whole vibe in general. I think mismatched nails are so fun. So we will be doing mismatched nails soon. Lots of inspo for that. That is so cute, and I can't wait to get them done. Now, since we did our summer ins, we also have to do our summer outs. Starting with not prioritizing rest. I feel like the past season, there have been several times where I've just been feeling very burnt out, and I think it's because I haven't been resting super well. I have just been very like go, 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 trying to get lots of things done, not prioritizing my rest. And that's just not who we want to be this summer. So make sure that you are prioritizing rest so that you are not getting burnt out. Along with that, we are not overcommitting. We're saying no to things this summer. We are making sure our schedule is not jam-packed so that we have time to rest. We have time to recharge our social battery. We are not overcommitting. Now, while we are resting, we are not overusing our phones. We are not having a high screen time. High screen time is out for the summer. We're spending lots of time this summer getting out and about, doing things, putting our phones on do not disturb. It is a do not disturb kind of summer. We are spending time with our friends, family. Quality time is going to be big this summer, and so high screen time needs to be low. With that, personally for me, feeling like I have to record everything is an out for me. I feel like I need to do a better job of finding kind of a work-life balance and not feeling like everything fun that I do needs to be recorded for the vlog. I need there to be time where I am just like truly in the moment with the people that I'm doing things with, experiencing the fun things of life and not feeling like I have to document every single thing that I do. Even though it's fun, and I just want to show you guys everything about my life, but it's not what's best for me, so I've got to get better at that. And my final out this summer is not using SPF. So I have been bad about my SPF usage. My esthetician would not be happy with me. But your girl is approaching 30 and does not want unnecessary wrinkles. So as we're spending more time out in the sun, I want to make sure that I am protecting my skin and my face and using SPF as much as I can so that I can have youthful, glowy skin for many years to come. Now that we've kind of solidified our ins and outs for the summer, I feel like this is a good time just to remember to create experiences out of the mundane moments in your life, which is the point of the next section, and I want to create a little bucket list. I think that there are lots of things that it would be fun to try to accomplish throughout the end of the summer, and we want to make everything a fun little experience. So writing all of these bucket list items down is gonna help you kind of have like a goal list of things to check off and help you create that just like dream vibe, dream life for your summer era. So number one on my bucket list is to go to farmers markets. I feel like this is kind of a very trendy thing to do right now. Going to markets is fun, it's cute. I want to be one of those girls that wakes up in the morning and gets fresh flowers and produce and bread and things that I can use throughout my week to cook with and to have nice whole foods. We go to a lot of vintage markets, but not farmers markets. So I'm adding that to my summer bucket list. With that, I want to cook more. I feel like we have definitely gotten in the habit of getting lots of food out, and then we will like go to the grocery store and be good for a week, and then we will end up buying lots of food out again. Just planning meals takes a lot of effort, but I want to get better at that, and I want to get better at cooking, so we're adding that to the summer bucket list. I want to see a new artist in concert, which I think, I will get to do. By the time this comes out, I will have seen Sabrina Carpenter finally in concert, and I am so excited. I have loved Sabrina Carpenter since her first album has come, her first non-Disney album. I was not really a Disney Sabrina Carpenter fan. I was kind of past that to be the target audience. I didn't really watch any of her shows and stuff, but I have loved her Emails I Can't Send album, so I'm very excited to finally see that. See Espresso live. She just announced that her new album is coming out in August, so it's Sabrina Carpenter's summer, and I can't wait to see her live. The next couple things are like specific things I want to go and do. So first is I want to go to a carnival. I love a carnival vibe. I love to go on rides. I love to eat carnival food. I just love the environment of a carnival. It's nice and nostalgic. Maybe do a little photo shoot. Kevin and I have been talking about doing a carnival photo shoot for like many years now, and we still haven't done it. So maybe that will happen this summer finally. I want to go to a drive-in movie. I went to my first drive-in movie last summer. I wasn't allowed to go to the drive-in when I was growing up, and then I did it last year, and it was so fun. So I want to go to more drive-in movies this summer, and then I want to watch a sunrise on the beach. I'm a sunset girly. I love the sunset. I love the time that sunset is. I am not an early in the morning girly. I want to get better about that, so actually getting up and going to see the sunrise on the beach, that's on my summer bucket list. And then I really want to complete my summer reading list. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but that has to go on the bucket list. And then the last section on my bucket list is there are several trips that I'm looking to take. So first on the list is going to Gulfball in New York City. That will actually have already happened by the time that this video comes out, but it is part of my summer. It's kind of kicking off my summer, so that is trip number 1. We want to do a little anniversary getaway. Niall Horan is coming to Ohio during the time that our anniversary is, so I'd love to do a little anniversary trip surrounding that. Kevin and I both love Niall. I really got Kevin into One Direction when we started dating, and now we love them both, so I would love to see all of the individual members because I never got to see One Direction in concert. So going to see Niall and doing an anniversary thing is on this list. We're planning to go to Vegas for the first time for Kevin's 30th birthday. We're going with some of our friends on a fun little trip. We actually just booked that, so know that that will be happening. I'm very excited. Like I said, my first time in Vegas, so if you have any suggestions of things that we should try and do while we're there, we're only gonna be there for like a long weekend, so we don't have a ton of time, but I would love to hear any suggestions that you have to offer me for my first time in Vegas. We are going to Myrtle Beach with my family. We're doing like a week-long beach trip, which should be fun. Lots of like relaxation time. I'm kind of hoping to be in my Summer I Turned Pretty era at that point. I'm really sad that there is not a Summer I Turned Pretty season coming this summer, so it's gonna be on me to create that little vibe for myself, but it's around that like July time, so I feel like a Susanna 4th of July might be on the docket, so hoping to create that with that trip. And then at the end of the summer, we are going to Lollapalooza in Chicago. If you can't tell, Kevin and I love to go to music festivals. I just love live music. I love seeing people perform and being in just like the joint environment of people getting to watch live music. I just love it. So we're going to do that. And that's kind of the trips of our summer. That is my summer bucket list. I feel like it should be achievable. I feel like I need to put something like crazy on this list, but I'm also a realistic goal maker, so if you have any crazy suggestions, I'm not going skydiving. I won't be doing that. But anything else, maybe I'll consider it. So let me know if you have any suggestions for crazy things to put on my bucket list.
Baby kitties. Oh, how are we doing? Oh, you too. You're just the sweetest babies.
The next section we're going to talk about is my summer reading list. And I feel like books and cats just go hand in hand, so I wanted to come check in on the kittens. My first book on this list is actually a book that I already have read this summer. It is Funny Story by Emily Henry, but I just wanted to include it on this list because I feel like it's such a good like little cottagey summer kind of rom-com vibe. Emily Henry's books are perfect for the summer in my opinion, and this book is actually about a girl whose fiance gets with his best friend, so they break up, and then she goes and moves in with the best friend's ex, and then they start fake dating, and then you can probably guess where that's going. So it was a very cute read. Definitely recommend to add it to your summer reading list. The next book on this list is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. It is part of the Part of Your World series, which I actually did not read, but I did read the second book, which is Yours Truly, and I know tons of people like think this is like the epitome of like a rom-com. I don't know if I felt that way, but it was a really good book, so I will be interested to see how the Just for the Summer book is, but I've heard really good things about it already. The next book is Summer of Broken Rules by Kayla Walther. And I don't know much about this book other than they're going to Martha's Vineyard. She's going there for a wedding. Maybe gets tangled up with a groomsman. Sounds like a good little rom-com read. If you can't tell, my theme for this summer is like rom-coms about summer. Summer is for lighthearted reading, so that's what we're doing. So going off that, the next book that I want to read is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I love the other two Carly Fortune books that I've read. Every Summer After is one of my favorite books. I just love the like dual timeline, second chance romance thing that both that one and Meet Me at the Lake had. So we will see if this summer will indeed be different. I have a feeling it won't be that different, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. The next two books on my list are written by the same author. So first we have Same Time Next Summer, and then the other one is Summer Romance. Summer Romance actually just came out, so I will be interested to see how these go. On Goodreads, people were saying it's a similar vibe to Carly Fortune's books. So the first one seems to be like second chance romance kind of thing. Lots of like dual timelines, which I love. Summer Romance seems like it is about a woman who just lost her husband and is like trying to get back into the dating game, isn't quite ready for that, but the whole premise is like, but there's no harm in a summer romance. So I have a feeling it will not just be a fling, but we will see. The next book on my list is Attached at the Hip, and this one seems really interesting. The like whole premise is kind of like Survivor meets The Bachelor, so maybe like Love Island Games kind of vibes. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought it was really interesting. The girl goes on this game show where all of the contestants are living on an island together, and then she finds out that her high school crush has also been cast in the show. It's giving spicy, fun, little rom-com vibes. And as we've mentioned, that is the theme of my reading list this summer. And then the last book on this list is 28 Summers by Ellen Hilderbrand. I've never read any Ellen Hilderbrand books, but I just watched another book YouTuber talk about 28 Summers. And I guess the premise is that these people meet on Labor Day and then they never see each other throughout the rest of the year, and they just keep meeting each other back on Labor Day. And then they get into other relationships and essentially are still coming back to meet up with each other on Labor Day. So that's interesting. So I will be interested to see what this is, but I want to kind of read this around Labor Day. I'm a very seasonal mood reader, so I love to read books that are set in the location. Like when I'm traveling, I love to read books that are like in that location, so I can be like experiencing the place and then like reading a little book about it. So I feel like this might be, outside of like Christmas time books, one of the first books that I read that's happening at a specific time of the year. So I think that should be a fun little new thing for me to try. And then I finally convinced Kevin that we should read ACOTAR together, and I'm very excited about it. I have never read physically the ACOTAR books. The first time that I did it all through audiobook, and while that was fun, I'm very excited to like actually read it. I just feel like there's something different about reading a book versus listening to it. I want to annotate it all up. Now that I have read, or I guess I listened to all of the Throne of Glass series, and then I actually read all of the Crescent City books, and so now that I have done like all of Sarah J. Maas's world, I'm ready to like go back, read it, really like analyze it all, so that as we're adding to this whole world, I can pick up some more details. So I probably am gonna be doing a whole YouTube video like documenting that whole experience of us doing that together. I'm very excited about it. So we will be starting that journey also this summer. I'm not sure how far we're gonna get, but that will be starting at least. Vision casted everything for the year. I decided I wanted to like come up with like a name for the vibe that I'm going for, and so after creating my mood board and my playlist and that kind of thing, I decided that effortless cool girl is kind of the summer that I'm going for. Just like not trying too hard, just like really sitting in, just like being authentically myself, but like what would a cool girl do? What would she, how would she spend her time? What would she wear? Like not just reverting to what is easy, but like making sure we're living our best potential. So the last thing that I want to do in this video is kind of just go over the goals that I set at the beginning of the year, check in with how I'm doing with them, alter things if they need to be altered. So if that does not interest you, I will let you leave here. No offense taken, you now know how to create your perfect summer vibe. So thank you so much for watching if you're not interested in that. If you are, let's go over it. So this is the vision board that I made at the beginning of the year. Kind of made it in like different sections of things that I want to accomplish. So let's go over this. So kind of starting in this upper quadrant here, I've got like a girl on a treadmill, some journaling, some crystals, some reading, skincare, running, that kind of thing. So that was kind of more like my like well-being section, and I feel like I am getting better at that. I have a girl doing Pilates here, and that is something that I have started. I want to get a better like at-home routine, so if I'm not going to a class, like being able to do something. So I do want to hone in on that. That's actually one of my goals for June, is to figure out more of a like workout routine that I can do on my own, not just go on to a class. But I definitely feel like some of that is going well. I've got a Jeep on here. We currently have not bought our Jeep yet. I think that maybe once the summer is over, we will actually do this, but for the summertime, I think we're just gonna be doing a lot of like go-go kind of things that maybe that will wait for the fall, but I do really want to accomplish that this year. I've got some like party-esque type things. I wanted to just like have more intentional friend time, and I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that. We've had several just like little party, little hangouts kind of thing. Like I said, I've got a couple friend trips booked for the summer, so feeling pretty good about those. Got my Kindle on here to remind me to read, and as you saw, lots of reading going on, so check on that. I've got some brands on here that I would like to work with. This is specifically Dior and Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but never say never. I'm still applying, still doing UGC content. Down here in this lower quadrant is kind of like our more like travel goals kind of thing. So I had a couple Coachella things on here, and then when the Coachella lineup came out, we decided we actually didn't want to go to Coachella, but we've gone to one other festival, 2 by the time this comes out, and we're planning to go to Lollapalooza also. So maybe this just symbolizes music festivals, not specifically Coachella. However, we did have friends say that they are planning to go to Coachella next year if we want to go with them. So we will probably be doing that. So maybe I just manifested this a year too early. I've got some Christmassy things on here. And I would like to take a Christmas themed trip this year, whether that be somewhere in the States. Like, I would love to go to New York at Christmas. I've always wanted to experience that and I haven't, so that would be fun. Also would love to go to London at Christmas. I don't know if that's in the cards for us this year, but that is kind of what that symbolized. We've got a couple like cruise themed pictures on here, which we did do, so that's good. Las Vegas is on here, and we're planning that. So I feel like travel-wise, got some good vibes here. I've got some like beachy pictures here for Kevin and I, and we're going on a beach trip with my family. So maybe not quite the vibes I was going for, but still beach. I want to do some more like travel content, and while I've done travel content for myself on here, I would love to get more into the like travel UGC space, and that was one of my goals for this year. So I need to actually do it. Up in this top corner is more like my career goals kind of thing. I wanted to bring more like authenticity, vulnerability into my content, and I feel like I've been doing that. Like, I have definitely am allowing myself to be more of myself on this channel and not so like polished all the time. So I feel good about that. I would love to find more of a like creator community, but I'm not 100% sure how much that exists where I live, but I have made some online friends, so that is exciting in that way. Some of these, I wanted my content to reflect Jesus better. I feel like I haven't explicitly talked about my beliefs that much, but also I don't know how much I want to explicitly talk about it versus just like living my life out in a way that shows people that what the modern church is exemplifying isn't necessarily the only way to be a Christian. I'm still working on all of that, and that was one of my goals for the end of this year. So I guess that is something to just continue working on, is figuring out how to fit that into my content more explicitly, and if that's what I want to do. I have some follower counts on here that I just don't know if I will actually be able to hit. I was kind of ambitious and put 10K on YouTube and 20K on TikTok. That feels like a lot unless I start like exponentially growing. I'm just having a hard time growing, and it does feel discouraging sometimes. And while like brands continue to want to work with me, I feel like a follower count is what like the average human can understand, and so at times I feel like I'm not having worth as a creator until I'm like reaching those follower counts. So maybe that's something I need to work on myself with my own relation to all of that, but they are on here, so we'll see if we manifest it. And then my goal word for the year was confidence, and I feel like there are things that I'm growing in confidence in and things that I still have places to work on that confidence. I'm definitely growing more confident in who I am, what I believe, growing into a more authentic version of myself, but I still want to have greater confidence in where we live, greater confidence in what I am doing. Just some things that I feel like I still need to iron out through the end of the year. A couple more specific goals that I feel like I've done a good job with. I'm working towards reading 36 books, and I am like 5 books ahead of schedule right now, so I feel good about that. I wanted to create like a more consistent morning and nighttime routine, and I feel like I'm getting better about that. My nighttime routine I feel like is really good, but my morning routine, she's not a morning girl, so we're working on that a little bit. So some of these I feel really good about. Some of them we definitely have work to do, but that's why we're checking in June and not in November and trying to fit it all in. Check in with your own goals. Know that it's okay to modify them, to change them for your new outlook on life or just new things that you want to accomplish, it's okay for your goals to change as you change, and don't forget that. Don't be too hard on yourself if you're not meeting everything that you want to. It's okay to change. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this little video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a better idea on how to create your dream summer. I hope you enjoyed creating my vision for what I want my summer to be. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my page. Turn on post notifications so that you are being notified as soon as I'm posting, typically Tuesdays at 10 a.m. And I will see you next week in New York.
Trees swaying in the summer breeze, showing off their silver leaves as we walked by. Soft kisses on a summer's day.